This is a review on the cold steel Spartan. Got this knife in a pass-around at Bladeforums. Just wanted to thank Charlie Mike for letting me handle his knife. This is actually the first cold steel that I've handled, and it's one of the first large folders I've ever handled too. It's extremely large. Overall, the knife is constructed very well. It is made in Taiwan, but the quality is there. It's very solid, no play in the lockup at all. The blade is a very large recurve. The handles, it's very rugged and it seems pretty durable. The clip is reversible for tip up carry only. The clip, oddly, is very small compared to the size of the blade, but it holds very securely. My preference is that it could be a little bit looser. It makes a lot of contact with the handle and it's very tight, so it makes, for me, pulling it out of my pocket was kind of difficult. If you notice here, the Spartan comes with this waved system. This was intended for a wave type of drawing from the pocket, but I never really got this system to work. To me, it just didn't work very smoothly. I think just because the blade is so big, you know, when you're pulling out of your pocket, your hand is just positioned in this way where you have a good hold on it, but there's just so much blade to pull out of your pocket that it's hard to get a nice smooth draw to get this wave system to work. So, and on top of that, like I mentioned before, the clip is so tight that it's hard to just whip it out of your pocket real quickly to get that wave system to deploy correctly. This is the wave version of the Delica. This is very thin. This clip is very smooth. When you pull it out, it just comes out real fast, and that's kind of the way you have to have a wave system to work properly, in my opinion. The grip is pretty nice. It's actually pretty comfortable in hand, and these grooves, they look nice, but they also kind of make it a little bit more comfortable to hold in your hand. I guess it's more of an outdoor blade. I don't really think I would personally EDC this. I'm sure some people might, but it's huge. I mean, look at it compared to this Delica. It's enormous. It is a lockback, and like I said before, the deployment with the wave system is not, in my opinion, the best. And in terms of just opening it, it's kind of tough because you don't really have, it's so big that you don't have like a great grip on it when you're opening it. So when you get to here, your thumb kind of runs out of room to move. So you definitely can't flick it open either, because this lockback is extremely strong. It's extremely strong. So the resistance of that spring is very tight. So you kind of have to hold it back like this. You can't hold it like this, because then you just have nowhere to go. You kind of have to hold it like this, which I feel is a little less secure, and then put your thumb and follow it all the way through to open it, and then get into position for your cutting task. I actually found that the best way to open it is to actually whip it open. I didn't really think it would work because it's so big and the spring is just so tight, but it actually works pretty well because the blade is so heavy that it has no momentum that you can just whip it open. Overall, it's a nice knife, I guess, for the purpose it was built for, which I suppose is an outdoor folder for larger cutting tasks like going through brush or, you know, chopping some firewood. I think I've heard before that this series of knife that Cold Steel makes, you know, some people classify it as a a defensive knife, but I probably wouldn't say that. I mean, it certainly looks intimidating, and I mean, you know, certainly looks like a weapon, but just because of the way how slow and difficult it is to deploy, I would say it's probably not the best knife for that, because if you're gonna carry for defensive purposes, you'd probably want a knife that you could draw quickly. This Delica, although it's like half the size, it draws a lot faster than this Spartan. But overall, I had a lot of fun with this knife. Nice cutter. Bottle cutter, and just want to thank Charlie Mike again for letting me use it. Hope you enjoyed the review. Thanks for watching.